Hello students, welcome to the class. I'm Yogita. Our subject is CNET Nursing Education for Nurses, and today we are going to discuss about questioning. Yes, this questioning is really one of the important tool, technique or a process of education. A teaching learning process, teacher is really depending on the question so that teacher can understand whether the student really understood or not. For that purpose, we want questioning. Questioning helps the individual to think, provoke their thinking process, and they are able to judge themselves whether they are really able to answer to the question. If they are really able to answer, that means they understood the matter. Now, the definition of questioning or questions are the sentence, words, or the tone or punctuation which help us to elicit the information. Only with the help of questions, we are able to understand whether the student understood the matter or not. We are able to understand the level of student status by asking certain questions. Now, what are the important purpose of question? Questioning is really important so that questions will make the student from passive to active learner. Question provoke the thinking capacity of a learner. In teaching learning process, question is really important so that teacher is able to continue her class. Question help the teacher to understand what's the level of student understanding. With the help of questioning, teacher is able to deliver her content in a simple way so that students is able to understand and acquire the knowledge. Questioning also help to enhance the knowledge level of an individual. For all the reasons, we want questioning. Now, we need a certain skills to ask the question. How should be your question? How you should frame your question? That's very important. Now, here we require a cognitive activity that really help you to ask certain questions. That really consists for 6 elements. One is your knowledge. Now, when you ask the question, you are trying to assess the knowledge of your learner. So you're asking knowledge based question. You're asking what, when, who, where, why. See, such type of questions you are asking to understand the knowledge level of your student. When is the birthday of Florence Nightingale? When you're celebrating Nurses Day? Who invented microscope? See, such type of questions. Next is comprehension questions, that where you're using a words like compare, construct, demonstrate, explain. So here you're asking a question. Explain about nursing care plan. Explain the condition of a patient who is met with an accident, and explain what kind of nursing care is required. See, explain, demonstrate, so that you are demonstrate all your ideas on that. See, such kind of question you're asking to understand their level of comprehension. Next, application. You're asking certain application question. You're using a words like apply, build, construct, test, solve. Maybe you can ask a question like a patient got admitted in ICU with cardiac problem. Now you apply a theory and write how you can write a nursing care plan. What theory you can apply for that patient. See, application kind of questions which will make the student to think how they can apply their knowledge, what they learned on the patient. See, this is what called applied questions. Analysis. It also helps to assumption, does the evidence support the conclusion? Here, you need to give some instance. So that will help the students to write the accurate answer which is related, which is a supporting document for the student. So this is what called analysis kind of questions. Then, evaluation. You are asking certain words like choose, evaluate, select, defend the reason. So you are asking them to evaluate, defend what they are writing, give a description which is really supporting their fact. So you are writing on that. So you are using these cognitive activities to ask the question based on knowledge, comprehension, application, analysis, and evaluation. Now, what are the types of questions? That's very important. What type of questions are there? Now, mainly there are 3 type of questions. Introductory questions, developing questions, teaching question. Now, introductory question, this is asked at the beginning. Now, before you started to take class, you're asking some questions. Now, I decided to take class on, mental disorders. Now I'm asking, do you know what do you mean by mental health? Do you know any mental disorders? Do you know anyone who suffered with any kind of mental illness? See, I'm asking so that I am able to understand, to assess their previous knowledge about the topic. Okay, now they may give some answer. Class may tell some answer. Yes, one of my uncle had depression. See, that means somewhere someone is aware about these mental disorders. So, introductory questions which help me to assess the knowledge and understanding level of that particular class. Introductory questions. Developing questions. Now, developing questions we are asking during the process of this teaching learning process. Now I started to take class. I am presenting my topic, mental health and illness. When I am taking a class, once I finish my topic, I'm asking, okay, what do you mean by mental health? Okay, you define me. I'm pointing some student telling you define me the mental health definition. Now I'm getting the answer. I'm continuing. Okay, now let us discuss about mental illness. I'm continuing. So this is what developing. Each stage, whenever I finish certain topics, certain information, I am asking the question so that I will understand whether the student understood or not. So this is a hint to the teacher that yes, we understood, you proceed. Next, evaluation question or teaching questions. Now here we are asking at the end. The teacher is asking question at the end to understand whether the whole subject is understood by the learners or not. At the end, when we ask some questions, from the beginning all the questions, okay, define the definition, give me the causative factors, give me definition on mental health, tell me about mental illness. See, from the beginning, whatever the topics I took, I am asking all questions. So that means I am able to assess now my class understood the topic. So these are the important three type of questions. Three type of questions: introductory questions, developing questions, teaching or evaluation questions. Now, what's the important function of questions? Now, questions which help to understand the level of students, their interest level, they're able to understood or not. It obtain a class attention. When I ask a question, definitely class will give attention towards me. Otherwise, they may be busy with their own world. Now, when you ask the question, a teacher can understand whether the student understood or not. So, question, it improve the thinking process, it provoke thinking, it improve the teaching learning process. Even students can ask the question with the teacher so that teacher can help to clear their doubt. If any conflicts they have, teacher can sort out. So this will be a two-way of communication. So questioning also develop a communication process of teacher and student. Let me continue. Now the characteristic of good question. How you should ask your question. The good question should be a simple words. It should not be too easy or too difficult. No ambiguous feelings, like there should not be any confusion endings in that, and students should able to understand it clearly. It should not be too lengthy so that at the end student get confused from where they started and where it is the end, where it got end. So that should not happen. No grammar mistakes. If it's required when you write on the questions on the board, no spelling mistakes. Also, you should use some logic sense to ask the question. Also, you should ask the question. It is natural. It's not that you some by-hearted questions you're coming and you're asking. When you take a question, naturally, depending on your content, you ask the question to the students so the students feel some kind of reality in ongoing learning process. Okay, so next is dynamics of this effective questioning. What are the dynamics? How you can ask the question so that your question will become more effective. Certain factors like questioning phrase. See, now you're phrasing your question. How you're giving your question so that your question should be straightforward, direct, no ambiguous sentence, no confusing words, and no conflicts in that. Then only your question will be a best question. Then questioning a delivery. How do you deliver your question? See, when I am taking class, when I ask a question, that question is for whole class. It's not that only one particular student I am asking. It's for the whole class. So I need to frame a question in general, but I can ask anyone to reply for that, because for all the for all the learners, question is same. But the only thing is that anyone can voluntarily answer to me. Void time. Wait time means you delivered your question, then you wait for some time so the students can think, understand and respond. At least 1 5-second gap should be there after asking the question. Listening technique. It's very important that learners should understand the question. Even the teacher should listen what's the answer is given by the student. Don't interrupt them in between. Don't give any kind of physical and verbal expression when they are answering. Then dealing with the inadequate response. In case if a student has given a wrong answer, as a faculty, as a teacher, you must know that how to deal with that. Do not insult the student. Do not make the student to feel so inferior, and you take a diplomatic way to convey the right answer to the student as well as the group in the class. Then feedback. It's very important that definitely a faculty must ask certain question with the student, so that a faculty must get a response, as well as students can ask the question so that they will get a response from the teacher. So there will be a two-way of communication which improve the classroom learning. So these are the important dynamics of questioning. Questioning phrasing, question phrasing, how you are asking question. Question delivery, when you deliver your question, how you will deliver, how you will present your question. Wait time, you are giving some time pause so that students can think and answer. Listening technique is really very important. Then dealing with the inadequate response, feedback from the student so that you can develop a two-way of communication. Finally, all the question technique process which involve a faculty behavior, how the teacher is behaving in the class while asking question. You are not supposed to make the student to feel threatening or insult or inferior. You are not supposed to degrade the student. As a teacher, you are not supposed to give any kind of verbal and non-verbal comment on the student. You frame your question, deliver your question, and you need to handle in case if you are getting any wrong answer from the student. So this is all about your questioning. I hope you understood. Questioning is a kind of two-way communication where questioning is really important for the teacher to check whether the student understood or not. Now please tell me what you mean by questioning. If you are able to answer, definitely you understood the concept. Types of questioning is introductory, developing and teaching questioning. And we learned about the cognitive activities which is required is knowledge, comprehension, application, analysis and evaluation. And the dynamics of questioning is questioning phrases, question delivery, wait time, listening technique, dealing with the inadequate answer, feedback and faculty behavior. I hope you understood. Please take care of yourself. Keep reading and keep watching. I'll meet you in the next class with a new concept. Thank you all.